This man was born with a fierce and intimidating face, so everyone who saw him would quickly avoid him. When an elderly man with a cane stood nearby, the man kindly offered him his seat, but to his surprise the old man immediately refused his offer. The next moment the old man raised his cane to hook the armrest, standing upright, so no matter when he took the bus there was always a seat for him. But the man didn't feel happy about it, instead he felt helpless, because he knew all of this was due to his unique appearance. On a snowy night for the first time his mother gave him a strange look. When he entered kindergarten the teacher was so frightened by his terrifying appearance that she collapsed onto the floor. When he was in elementary school, as soon as he looked at others they would give him their food. Even classmates who met him for the first time did the same. At that time he thought the world had many good people. When he entered high school he never had to wait in line anywhere. That's when he first realized it wasn't kindness from others, it was because he looked terrifying. So at nearly 30 he had never had a girlfriend. Then one day a cute girl walked up to him and stood by his side. He was shocked and looked at her. To his surprise the girl didn't avoid him. Instead she smiled and nodded at him. This was the first time he had seen someone smile at him. Although this was just an ordinary smile to others, it was enough for him to fall deeply in love. One day while working in his store, he unexpectedly ran into the girl who had made his heart flutter. He immediately recognized her from the bus. It turned out the girl had face blindness, and the man's terrifying appearance was the only face she could recognize. Soon they fell in love and smoothly entered marriage. After getting married they ran a flower shop together, but the man's appearance scared the customers. So every time a customer came to buy flowers he would turn his back and let his wife serve them. Even so, sometimes his scary appearance would make undercover police mistake him for a wanted criminal. Even gangsters would be frightened by his face and run away. The man was very frustrated, because his wife was about to give birth and would go back to her parents' house to give birth and rest for 3 months. Because of his scary appearance he couldn't even help customers who came to buy flowers. So he was very troubled and sought advice from everyone. At this moment the hair salon manager stood up and suggested giving him a makeover, to make him look more approachable, because a person's first impression mostly depends on their hairstyle. She decided to perm his hair into waves, but after the perm he looked even more frightening. Everyone was speechless at the sight. Then a few students came into the salon, but were immediately scared and screamed at the sight of him. A stylist skilled in hair coloring came out and said, the problem wasn't with the waves but with the hair color. Black gives a dark and evil impression, like the sinister colors of vicious animals in nature. If they changed the color it would feel completely different. Therefore a soft color like brown would symbolize warmth and kindness, making his terrifying appearance less scary. But after dyeing his hair the problem only worsened. After trying multiple hairstyles the problem was still unsolved. The man was helpless. Just as he was about to give up, the salon's chief designer confidently walked up behind him, and without hesitation cut off the hair he had kept for years. As time passed everyone's expressions gradually became astonished. Some colleagues even couldn't bear to look. After the man completed his new look and returned home, he initially thought his family would dislike him, but to his surprise they were all overjoyed. When his wife went to her parents' house, leaving him alone to manage the shop, a customer came in to buy flowers and greeted him. The man nervously stood up to respond.
안녕하세요.